So back to Jake and he and Caitlin's son. This is Sam with Herding Boys. So a 5-year-old boy gets wound up and turned over tables in a classroom. And they suspended this 5-year-old boy. I'm at a little bit of a loss to understand that. I just, you're terrorized by a 5-year-old boy. You have no answers for that. Maybe you're not in the right career, but there's something lacking, and I think you'd agree that something's lacking. You didn't have answers for that child and what he was going through or what he was doing. 4 years of education and a master's degree, and a 5-year-old terrorizes a class. You got to send him home. Wow, just wow. How about tell the teacher's assistant, you take over for a little bit. I'm going to take this little boy out for a walk. Go out in the hallway. Go for a walk. Go for a jog around the building. Just the two of you. Maybe a couple other boys that were acting up. Go for a run. Give them an impromptu recess. Let some energy get dissipated. They'll be spending time with you. Maybe they were stressed because it was a crowd situation. They get to spend time with the leader in the class, and maybe it tones them down the next time they go to class. Inclement weather, just walk up and down the hall. Sit down on the floor. Get on that child's level and say, "Hey, bud, what happened just now? Do you think that's something that you're going to do again? I mean, how can I help you?" And at that point, you start to build something with that child. As a coach, the best advice I ever had was praise publicly and correct privately. There's a thing about our tribe, us boys, that shame is a horrible thing to us. And I'll get more on that later, but there's a hot under the collar focus, freaking out when all of a sudden, even by my own actions, I'm the center of attention for a correction. And I can get defensive and resentful and all that kind of stuff. But take me aside and go, "Hey man, what the heck was that?" And now I'm in a more thoughtful frame of mind. But as a teacher in a class with kids, you should be able to handle a 5-year-old. You should be able to come up with a solution to not suspend him and start getting things on his record and labeling him. And it's something that could be done. Don't you think?